Okay, so today is the day of my phone interview. It's in probably like right at 2 hours away. I have class from 10 to 10:50, so I'm gonna go do that. So my hair is wet, just got ready for that. Yeah, and then I'm ready to go. I've got my setup over there. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. So I woke up so many times last night, but I'm ready.
Sorry to terminate.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm back from class and I'm ready. I'm in my interview outfit. I got my nice little shirt on and some little Mickey Mouse kids that they're too small, so I'm not gonna take them off to show. Yeah, so I'm ready. It's 10:55, 56. Oh, yeah, so it's getting closer. I'm gonna use earbuds when I do it. Yeah, I'm going to get my charger and have my phone plugged in just in case because my phone is old and I don't want anything to happen. Yeah, I'm ready. My class got out 15 minutes early today, which was really nice because it was an only 50-minute class to begin with, so that's nice. Have some last-minute notes written at the bottom here. Oh yeah, my documents. I've made this chart of roles that I would like. Oh, it's on this side. And then I put the work experience that makes me what I believe qualified for that job. And I did that for attractions, character attendant, front desk, merchandise, and PhotoPass. And then I also have my resume printed out front and back here. And then let's continue on this third piece. I also have all of my Quizlet questions that I had worked through done, and they're color coded. Yeah, so like blue is situational questions, orange is past experience I've had, and then pink are just like some personal questions. Yeah, and then I have some notes that I've added there. So now we just wait. I have about 18 minutes before the window opens for them to technically be able to call me, because they can call me 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after the time. So I'm just going to wait. Maybe watch Phantasmic a little bit through, and hopefully get a job at Disney today. Okay, so it's now 11:13 and 52 seconds. There she is. And I just want to be ready, so I'm going to start, because I know if they call and I haven't started the camera yet, I'll forget, and so I'm just going to start it now. About 55 seconds. My window opens. Yeah, so actual interview is until 11:30, that's when I scheduled it, but they could call in 45 seconds. So I'm gonna leave my ringer on, and I'm just gonna wait. Okay, they're calling. Here it is. I'm gonna put my earbuds in. Wish me luck. Hi, this is Caroline. I am great. How are you? It's a great time. That sounds awesome. So going to Disney growing up, you were always guaranteed to have a great time, and even going today to the parks. And I think just a huge part of that is the cast members, and you can just clearly see that. Like, you choose to go to another theme park, and immediately the difference is there, and it's all in the people that work in those theme parks. And I just think that I would love to be part of that, the person that helps the Disney company stand out among all the others, through like individual experiences or like the whole time there, whatever it may be. And also it would just be incredible to be able to put Disney on your resume. I just think that would be the coolest thing. And so I've just worked so hard in school. I've worked to get an entire semester ahead so that I can clear, just clear a gap. Yeah, a lot of busy summers, but yeah, I think it's worth it, definitely. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. I am not. That is correct. I am familiar with them and I am receptive to them. No, I do not have any tattoos. Nope. Just I don't even have my ears pierced. No. Yes, I do. No, you're fine. Yes, that's correct. All right. Awesome. Yes, in a shared room, and I currently live with roommates now. Yeah, totally. So right when we moved in, I've been living where I'm at now for this is my second year living here at school. And so like right when we moved in, it was new. We had never lived together before. And so when chores had to be done, like take out the trash or do the dishes or things like that, it was like, I don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Eventually it had to be done, and so, I mean, obviously, because that would be disgusting. So we just had to work out a system like, okay, this week it's your turn, next week it's your turn, next week, anyways, like that. And so pretty much it never got to a conflict level, but just to prepare and get rid of the problem before it even starts, to kind of make a schedule so that there's no question as to who's taking out the trash or doing the dishes this week. Well, I think a lot of things, I mean, because I do have a lot of work experience, but from Chick-fil-A, for example, they taught me a lot about providing an exceptional guest service. They taught me, honestly, about how to stand in one place for a long period of time, because that was my first job, and I was like, whoa, But that was definitely a skill that I acquired. Extensive cleaning also. Ensuring guest satisfaction was a huge thing. Just, do all that you can do to solve the problem. Also, maintaining safety standards. Like if you see something, not even that's a safety hazard yet, but you feel like could potentially become one, go ahead and take care of it because, why wouldn't you? You don't want to deal with an emergency situation when you can just pick up one thing off the floor. Let's see. Yeah, so I've had a lot of experience with children of a lot of ages through volunteer opportunities. And that again helps me. I can communicate with children as well as adults, communicating to adults about their children, things like that. My front desk opportunity in my housing job that I'm at now allows me to, I've learned a lot of phone etiquette, how to handle things over the phone, and it's also taught me a lot of teamwork because a lot of times I'll be on the phone doing something and somebody comes up to the counter, a student, and just learning how to deal with that with my teammate that's next to me. Things like that's about it. Awesome. Let's see. I feel like I can get a job done efficiently on my own, but I do enjoy, it's nice to have I work well alone, but in the same sense, I also can rely on teammates. I think it's really awesome for us to be able to, I may have one skill that I'm really good at, and my teammate over here might have some other skill, and we can combine those to make this job even better. So, does that make sense? Oh, okay. Yeah, so actually just recently at one of my housing jobs, we handle a lot of packages, or we handle all the packages for the students that live there. And so we have 2 mail offices on campus. So I'm working at one, and a student comes in one day and he says, "Hey, I got an email from y'all that I have a package checked in," because that's what we do. I said, "Great." So I looked him up in the system. It said we had a package for him. Went to the shelves. They were in alphabetical order. His name was not there. I checked everywhere. Wasn't there. Couldn't find it. So he gets very mad. I went back to the computer, and his package had vanished from the computer, so it was very bizarre. Anyway, so he's angry. He's pointing fingers at me and my coworker, saying, "Well, you lost it. It's expensive." So I just had to sit there respectfully, and I explained the whole situation to the best of my ability, and I said, if you would like me to, I can take down your information and give it to my supervisor when she comes back in the office, and I can assure you we will do all we can to make sure that your package is found. And turns out it had been delivered to the other mail office, and he just didn't read his email properly, but in the moment we treated him with respect and just let him know what was going on. Absolutely. Yes. Little 15-year-old me was a little freaked out, but yes, I'm totally fine with that. Hmm. Let's see. So, obviously I would try it more than once, and say, seems like this isn't working, let's try it again. Maybe like 3 times on the register, maybe switch to a different card reader just to make sure that it wasn't that. And then ask if they have any reason to believe why it wouldn't be working, and if they had any other form of payment that they could use. And then if I really couldn't figure out the problem, ask my teammates or a supervisor, and just try and work it out without embarrassing them, especially. Okay. I would say I would get down on their level, because I've learned that from a lot of child care things that I've done, that really does make a difference. Get down on their level and say, hey, I'm sorry, but Mickey just wants everybody to be safe today, and unfortunately you're just not tall enough to ride this today. But let's say if he was at, like, trying to get on Space Mountain or something, I'd maybe redirect him to Buzz and talk about some things there that would just get him excited about going on the Space Ranger spin. Be like, I bet you can't beat my high score, or something like that. And just get him excited for another opportunity, even though he can't do the one that he originally set out to do. I would see if I can check and see where it's at. I don't know how the merchandise works in the parks, but I would do my best to see if I could locate it in another location, and if not, because I know there are some park exclusive merchandise items, but if it wasn't, I would check online and then see if I can offer a simple way for it to get them to him, or offer, I don't know if it's a possibility, but for them to get it shipped to them if it's restocked. Yeah, just do my best to try and figure out how to get it to them if possible. I just think that that's a lot of fun. It just sounds really fun. I like to take, when my friends are there with me in the parks, because I go fairly often. I like to kind of guide them through. I'm like, oh yeah, check this out. This is really cool. Here's some fun facts about this, and oh, let's head over to this direction because I think that's going to be the most efficient use of our day. Things like that. Yeah. Um, no. Yeah, I've never done it in an official way, and I don't think I've done it in an unofficial way either. I would try and teach them some games that don't require that. Maybe, like, my sister was a camp counselor, and she brought back all these games for our family to play, which our family were all older, and so it really wasn't the best time. But for kids, a lot of fun little, like, stand in a circle and let's do something together, keeping everyone engaged, where you have to pay attention, so that also keeps them engaged in what you're doing, and there's not any toys or anything, but they're still having a good time. I think that Chick-fil-A has just taught me, because they are high up in the guest services, like you think of, yeah, good fast food restaurants. Yes. And so they obviously working there, there's so much safety training that goes into it. Everything's color coded to make sure that it's safe. The food handling, like there's lots of things that go into that, like make sure this doesn't touch and this doesn't touch. And also working as a team to efficiently get the meal out through the drive-through, which isn't at Disney, but or through front counter. Yeah, so a lot of teamwork and safety and things like that I learned. I love swimming. I am Since I filled out my application, I have become CPR certified for my major, so I don't know if, I don't think I added it. But anyways.
This just in. A Jungle Cruise skipper reports spotting the lost safari near the African Veldt. As you may recall, this safari has remained missing longer, yet had more sightings than any other in history. Locally, aeroplane pilots are cautioned about landing in...
This is what